Making $3 million in GTA Online may seem impossible in just one day, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it in just 3 hours, 4 hours at most. So if you guys are cool with that, make sure to go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to stay tuned and leave a comment down below if you guys want to learn how to make even more money with better guides. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Alright, now starting off, the first thing you guys want to go ahead and do is make sure to go ahead and get the Acid Lab. Now, if you guys do not know how to get the Acid Lab, you guys have to just go ahead and go to the D icon on the map. That's going to be for Daxter. You guys can be rank 1 and just head to that location. You guys do not need to be a certain rank to go ahead and do it. Now, once you guys do go ahead and head over to that location, that's where you're going to go ahead and do the first dose missions. The first dose missions are going to have, I believe, 5 to 6 missions. And once you guys get to the final mission, you guys will be rewarded the Acid Lab Arcade, which will go ahead and get you set up with the Acid Lab business. And now once you guys have the Acid Lab, all you guys have to go ahead and do is just go buy the product for the Acid Lab so you guys can start making money with the Acid Lab. Alright, now moving on to the second passive income that you guys want to go ahead and get set up before you start actually doing the proper businesses to make the money. It's going to be the nightclub. The nightclub will give you 2 options to make passive income. The first one is going to be the safe, and the second one is going to go ahead and be the actual nightclub management warehouse. Now, in order to get your nightclub safe to be making at least 50,000 every GTA day, which is going to be 48 hours, you guys just want to go ahead and rebook your DJs back to back, because every single time you rebook your DJs, it will add 10% to the overall popularity, leading to 100%. So if you guys have 0 popularity, you guys will need to do this 10 times in order to get 100% popularity. Now, a second way to go ahead and make the popularity increase in your nightclub is that if there's ever a blue dot in your nightclub minimap, this means that there's gonna be somebody causing problems in your nightclub, so you guys just want to go ahead and escort the person out. Once you guys go and escort the person out, it'll be increasing your overall nightclub popularity by about, I believe, 10%, like 15%, which will be a free way to go ahead and increase your popularity if you do not want to spend the 10,000 to rebook your DJs every single time. Now, the second way is going to be the nightclub warehouse management team, which would be your 5 technicians that you guys would need to go ahead and buy. To buy every single one of them would be around $1.2 million, I believe, to get every single technician. And each of these technicians can go ahead and do one of your MC businesses, whether that be the coke business or the methamphetamine business or your document forgery business. Any one of those businesses that you guys own. Overall, the more businesses, the better, obviously, because more businesses equals more money. So if you guys do have those businesses, then make sure to go ahead, get the 5 technicians so you guys can start sourcing cargo for those businesses. Another keynote to add on is that if you guys do have the money for it, then you guys should go ahead and get the equipment upgrade. Now, by getting the equipment upgrade, this will speed up the overall product process in order to actually produce the product. And then if you want, you guys could get the staff upgrade. All the thing the staff upgrade is going to do is just lower the chances of the popularity decreasing by a pretty minuscule amount. It's not a really crazy major amount. So if you guys do have the extra money, then go ahead and buy the staff upgrade as well if you do want to. But the equipment upgrade is going to be the main upgrade you guys want to go ahead and buy. Now, on to the actual main ways to start making money instead of doing it passively. The first step that you guys want to go ahead and do is head over to your auto shop, and you guys want to go ahead and, first things first, service your first few vehicles. If you guys do have these service mechanics available, then go ahead, customize each of the vehicles, make sure they're fully prepped out, and then get them shipped out by one of your service mechanics. Now, once you guys have went ahead and done that, then you guys can actually start doing the main way to start making money with the auto shop, and that is going to be doing the miniature heists that are on this board right here. The first one I'm going to do is the Union Depository. Now, the Union Depository is one out of many of the miniature heists that the auto shop will give you, but the Union Depository gives you the most amount of money, which will be $300,000. And just like all the other heists, it only has 2 setups to complete. Now, each of the setups are going to be pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to go ahead and complete. Each setup takes about 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes at most. For me, it took me about 5 minutes for the first one and about 8 minutes for the second one. And then once you're done with both of these setups, then you guys can just move on to the finale. The finale as well will take another 10 to 15 minutes. It's not super hard. It's nothing too crazy. It just really depends on which heist you guys do go ahead and do. The Union Depository, in my opinion, was pretty easy. The finale was a little annoying due to the fact that like the spawn points are a little weird for the SWAT members. Sometimes they will literally spawn in front of your face and kill you, just as you guys can see right here. They just spawned in front of my face and it killed me. Like, there was nothing I could do. But overall, starting off with the auto shop, it did take me about, I would say, 25 to 30 minutes to go ahead and complete every single setup and then the finale. And on top of that, let's just add an extra 10 minutes to go ahead and get both of my passive businesses set up, the nightclub and the Acid Lab. So far, it's only been about 40 minutes, which is not bad. Now once you guys do go ahead and complete the final heist, you guys will be getting this cutscene right here, and after you pass the cutscene, you guys will be getting your $300,000. Now KDJ and Sasanto will be getting 30k for their own cut, but for each setup you guys do get 10k, so you guys will actually be making $290,000, which is basically close to $300,000. Moving on to the second option, we have the salvage yard. Now while I was doing the salvage yard setups, for some reason the clips got corrupted, so I cannot show you guys the clips of me actually doing these setups, but I still have the finale clips, so you guys can go ahead and see those footages right now. Just know that both setups took me about, I would say 10 to 15 minutes, around the same time as the auto shop as well. They're not really long, they're just pretty easy setups to go ahead and do. But yeah, same goes for the auto shop. You guys just want to go ahead, do these setups, and then do the finale. The finale should take you about 20 minutes. It took me about 20 minutes to 25 minutes to go ahead and complete. Pretty simple stuff. In this case, I had to go ahead, sneak onto a boat, and then go steal some information from the actual shipyard. Once I did that, I had to go wait for one of my AI companions to go have a helicopter and then fly it all the way over to the city. But for some reason, this guy just does not know how to fly a helicopter. It took him 20 decades to actually go and pilot the thing to the location, and then it took another 50 minutes to actually land the container containing the car onto this parking lot. For some reason, I kid you not, it took me like an extra 2 minutes just to wait here and see if he's gonna go ahead and drop the actual container. But yeah, once he goes ahead and drop the container, all I had to do is just let the car basically roll itself out, I guess, and then go ahead and get inside the car, drive it to the location, and then once I make it to my salvage yard, I can go ahead and sell the vehicle. Now just completing the robbery will give me another 20,000. If I completed the other bonus challenges, I probably would have got 40,000, but I only got 2 out of the 4, so I only got 20,000 out of it, which will add on to the overall amount that I got. Now when we did sell the vehicle is going for $380,000, and then plus the extra $20,000, it was basically $400,000 on the dot. So pairing that as long as with the auto shop and the passive income that we've been making, it's only been about an hour and 10 minutes. Since the salvage yard took the same amount of time, it took me about 30 minutes to go ahead and complete. So with our total profit being $690,000, if you guys do have the bottom dollar bounty business, you guys can go ahead and set that up right now too. It's something that you guys can just do if you guys want to. You guys do not have to do this. I just did it because I had the time to go ahead and do it. And if you guys do decide to go ahead and do it, you guys are making about $150,000 if you guys go ahead and capture the most wanted person on the bounty list. And this mission will take about 10 minutes to go ahead and complete, which will go ahead and increase your total profit to $840,000 with an hour and 20 minutes so far being put into it. Now moving on to the big money maker. As of right now, we're going to go ahead and do the Cow Perico heist. For this, you guys would obviously need the Kasatka. Now when it comes to doing the Cow Perico heist, the hardest part about the entire thing is the setups, and especially the gather intel, because nobody likes doing the gather intel mission. It takes way too long. You have to go out literally across the entire map, go to the communication tower, hack the communication tower, then you guys have to go ahead and find out which item it is, whether that be the tequila bottle or the pink diamond or bearer bonds or the pink necklace. Either way, it takes a really long time to go ahead and do. Nobody likes to do it, which is why this took me about 40 to 45 minutes to fully complete it and then get my payout, which is going to be shown on the screen right over here. So from completing the heist, I managed to get $1.5 million, which will give me a total profit of $2.3 million with 2 hours and 5 minutes so far when it comes to the total time we've been playing this game. We still have 55 minutes to go ahead and make a couple $100,000 more. Technically speaking, we can go ahead and repeat the salvage yard or repeat the auto shop and try to go do one of those heists again, but instead we're going to switch it up to make it more entertaining and more, reasonable to keep playing the game instead of doing the same thing over and over again, which is why we're going to go ahead and move on to the new garment factory business. Now when it comes to doing the garment factory business, it's just like any other regular business that you guys have, like the auto shop or the salvage yard. It consists of a couple of options when it comes to doing some sort of setup or some sort of heist to go ahead and make some pretty easy money. Now obviously when you guys do go ahead and do this, you guys want to do the most priority file, aka the brute force file. This one will be giving you over $300,000, so it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to doing these setups. Once again, everything in this game is pretty self-explanatory. If you do not know how the game works, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, the game tells you everything to do, and every single setup is pretty easy to go ahead and do. So yeah, go ahead and do the brute force file, which will be giving you over $300,000. Go ahead and complete all these setups. Go ahead and do the finale. The finale was a little bit toxic for me personally. I died, I think, like 3 times trying to do this. I don't know why. It's just that I just kept getting lasered by the same people over and over and over again. So I had to retry this back to back to back. But it's still a pretty easy setup. And this also took me about 25 minutes to 30 minutes to fully complete. Once I did complete it, I ended up making $326,000. Now, if I completed the challenges for it, I would have got an extra $10,000 per challenge, but I only got 1 of the 3 challenges completed. So therefore, I made $326,000. And now with this added on to my overall income, I have made a total of $2,660,000 with a total time of 2 hours and 35 minutes. We still have 25 minutes to go ahead and make that $400,000. And this is where that passive income will be coming in. Now that you guys have went ahead and completed all of your active businesses, go ahead and head over to your nightclub, go over to your nightclub safe. And then from here, you guys can just simply open it up. You guys should have about $100,000, maybe $150,000 added all together into the safe. And by collecting that, I now have a total of $2,760,000. Now let's just add an extra 5 minutes for me to just, for some reason, drive to my nightclub and just, go ahead and open a safe. Let's just say that takes me 5 minutes to do. So you got that. And now on top of that, we can go ahead and sell our Acid Lab business as well. Now, you guys could have went ahead and sold your nightclub product if you guys had the 5 technicians, but I know some of you guys may not actually have those technicians available, which is why I'm going to go ahead and sell my acid business instead, because this is a free way to go ahead and get a business. All you guys have to go ahead and do is just complete the Daxter missions. Now, once you guys do go ahead and make it to your Acid Lab, you guys should have about $150,000 to maybe $200,000 of product put into the actual Acid Lab business. Now, from there, you guys want to go ahead and get into a public lobby with at least 30 people in it. The reason why you guys want to get into a public lobby is because the more people inside of a public lobby, the more money you get when you actually sell any of your businesses. So as long as you guys go ahead and have at least 25 to 30 people in there, you guys be getting a 25 increase in your overall payout when you guys sell from your business, I believe. Now, for me selling my product in a public lobby with 30 people, I managed to go ahead and walk away with $522,000. And this is only because I managed to sell when there was 30 people in the lobby. I managed to get about $150,000 more than when I first decided to sell it when it was maxed out at $351,000. Now, obviously, my Acid Lab was full. In your case, if it was fully empty, you guys would probably have a total product amount of around, I would say, $100,000 to $150,000. So I'm just going to go ahead and pretend that my Acid Lab was at $150,000. Now, if I were to sell it in a full lobby, I would get that extra $150,000, which would give me $300,000. And with that, I would have a total profit of $3,060,000. Well, $3,060,000. I can't speak. And pair that with the time it would take to go ahead and sell the acid. For me, it took me about 10 minutes, but I'm just going to pretend like it took about 20 minutes. Let's just say you guys just kept crashing into walls and you guys just don't know how to ride a bike. So you guys just kept crashing into walls. So it took you guys about 20 minutes. Then that would give you guys 3 hours on the dot for you guys to go ahead and make that $3 million. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make $3 million in 3 hours. If you guys want to go ahead and maybe find out how to make $4 million in 4 hours or $5 million in 5 hours, make sure to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment down below saying that you guys want those videos, and I'll go ahead and make those videos as quickly as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm outie.